podcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in. We got a great round of participants here and a wonderful guest appearance from Valley Beast. Now we have Cousin Carl, Teasing, LRSP Unsparing, Top Notch Killers, and of course Valley Beast. And a lot of you guys know Valley Beast through watching Farm Sim 2015, and a lot of you probably know that he streams a lot of other games. He is a partner on Twitch, and we're very honored to have him here. Valley, can you go ahead and tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, thanks. First of all, thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. It's awesome to be a part of this podcast and, get the word out about Farm Sim. I'm 33 years old, never married, no kids. At my own, rent my own place, house, have 3 dogs, and, I just game, and I live in Central California. It's a hot spot for agriculture, We grow over 200 crops here. I don't think a lot of people know that. It's really a hotbed for farm-related stuff. Lots of dairies. I'm surrounded by dairies. You go outside my city limits, just dairies. As far as like my experiences and stuff in agriculture, very limited. But I worked at a pack house as my very first job when I was 15 years old. My sophomore to junior summer, and I busted my ass and it made me realize I did not want to work there. And I was told really not to come back to work there after one time. I was in a forklift and I dumped 4 crates of plums everywhere. Just spilt them all over the place, destroyed all the plums, probably a couple $1,000s in damages to the plums and stuff. They had to shut down all the conveyor belts, everything. It was just a mess, just a mess. But other than that, no, it's great to be here and welcome. Thank you.
Awesome. So you've had you landed on Twitch, broadcasting gaming. So obviously, I'm sure that you've been gaming for a long time, starting as a young man.
Oh yeah, very much so. Started off when I was 5. I remember Christmas when I was 5. Santa brought me a Nintendo. Well, me and my older brother and sister a Nintendo, and it came with Super Mario Brothers. But I never got to play it because my brother and sister always wanted to play Contra. They were 10 years older than me. But that's really where my love of video games started, was with Contra. Back in 1987, 1988, I just fell in love with that game. And yeah, I was a console gamer. Went through the majority of the consoles from Nintendo all the way up through a PlayStation 4. And then just recently, about a year ago, I made the move to PC gaming. I play a whole bunch of games, Battlefield 4, H1Z1. Used to stream a lot of Farm Sim, some sim games. I used to do racing sims back in the day. I played a little bit of Train Sim, Euro Sim, so I run the gamut of games for sure.
Awesome. And there's, in the spirit of simulation, you've got a variety of different styles of controllers. I'm lucky to have the Logitech G27 racing wheel myself, and it makes a world of difference in the gameplay style. Now, I think you said something about there was a game that you were playing that you did have a wheel.
Yeah, it was a racing sim. It was NASCAR, pretty much from about 2000 2003. You could play it on the internet, and this is back when broadband first was starting to make a move. So like not everyone had broadband, so you would have like blinking cars on the track. It was like you play 43 other people, all over the world. And I got my first racing wheel. I think it was called a Thrustmaster with the shifter, gas pedals, everything. And it just, when you get something like that for a sim game, I think it just immerses you more into the game. It really feels like you're actually playing the game more. When you add an element like a steering wheel or a joystick for a flight simulator or anything like that. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Right on. I couldn't agree with you more. Now, again, you landed on Twitch broadcasting your gaming and live. Now, how did you get started with that? I'm sure you had some influences. You didn't, just hit the ground streaming. You were watching different people. Tell us a little bit about that.
Actually, okay, I knew of Twitch when I started streaming, but I didn't understand the scope of Twitch, how big Twitch was. I started streaming in late March 2014, so I've probably been streaming 19, 20 months now. And how I got my start was one day I had just recently got laid off. I got tired for looking for a job and getting shut down everywhere. and all that stuff. So I just fired it up on my old PS4. Didn't have a camera, didn't have anything. I hit the share button on the PS4 and I just started streaming. I started streaming Battlefield 4. I mean, Farm Sim doesn't really have this, but there's certain games that have like little Easter eggs that the developers put in there that you try to find that, you know, gives you a little like bonus or whatever. And I was looking for the Megalodon shark on there, and actually like the first few days, like I had like 15, 20 viewers for your first stream ever. That's not bad, you know. And then the fourth day, because I was so persistent about it, DICE or EA, I can't remember, I think it was DICE, they included me in one of their clues, and they put it on the battle log forum, and my views went from like, I think I had like 40 at the time to 1,000, like that.
Wow.
And so I mean, I caught a lucky break. It's a lot of hard work, and it still is. You're never gonna be content with whether your stream is. You know, you say like, okay, if I can get to 100 viewers, I'll be content. Well, once you get to 100 viewers, you're gonna want to get to 200 viewers, and then all that. So yeah, that's how I got my start. I've been streaming pretty consistently. I say, I don't know, I probably put in 1,500 hours so far this year. I'd say streaming. I mean, I treat it like my full-time job. That's for sure.
Awesome. Well, you're definitely very entertaining. You know, I mean, you've got a great sense of humor, and I think that translates real well over into, you know, entertainment. Shoot.
I got a quick question for you, Valley. You said you treat it as your full-time job. Is streaming your full-time job?
Yeah, well, yes, it is my main source of income right now.
Okay.
So, and that's what it is. Like, I'm not all about gaming. It is, like Neff said, about more of an entertainer. It's not just about, like, I mean, people when they come to my thing, I don't think they're going to expect awesome gameplay, but I want them to leave entertained, because I think you have a better chance of people coming back if they're entertained than if you just sit there and just ignore them. So that's what I try to do, is interact with everyone.
All right.
Now, when you say awesome gameplay, now watching you play H1Z1, you're pretty darn good at that.
Oh God, no! I mean, I don't even want to talk about this. It's just they need a little more ping restriction. Like Farm Sim doesn't really have that kind of problem because, you know, there's not like, you're not getting shot with bullets. You know, if you go off the road a little bit, that's no big deal. You're not gonna, you know, damage your tractor or anything. But like here in like H1Z1, you play with people all over the world. They all come to the U.S. server for some reason, and you are just you just get hammered by people in Asia, Taiwan, China, and you shoot at them, and you feel like you got a great aim right on them. Your crosshair's right there, but you don't hit them, and it's because of their ping. So
okay,
it's definitely very frustrating.
Okay, well,
you can't hit a 5 ping, man.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get back to Farm Sim. Now, when Farming Sim 2015 came out, I believe that was your first experience with the Farming Simulator franchise. Is that right?
It was 100%. Yeah, it was.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about, you know, getting started with that?
Yeah, sure. I remember it to this day. It was about I think it was 2 or 3 days after it came out, and I had not heard about it or anything. And I remember I was playing Battlefield 4 in my stream. And I said, all right, stream, I'm going to let you guys vote on a game that's $30, that it's not a known game, let's say, like, you know, a Call of Duty or a League of Legends, and I will buy that game and I will stream that game tomorrow. And so we started just going through the Steam thing, and up popped Farm Sim 15, and there's all, get Farm Sim, get Farm Sim, get Farm Sim, get Farm Sim. I said, okay, I'll let you guys decide, we'll get Farm Sim. And I started streaming it the next day, and it really just blew my channel up completely. Like, I bought it almost, like I said, like, because I let the stream vote, almost as a joke, you know, in a way. But once I started playing it, it was actually fun. And then once you start getting people on your farm helping you and doing the stuff, that's when it feels really good, when you got a good team going, working on it. But it blew my channel up. It really did.
Right on, right on. Now, you know, all of us have a variety of experiences with other games in different communities. Now, I know, like you said, that multiplayer experience in Farming Simulator 2015 is pretty darn unique in relation to a lot of other games. And I mean, can you tell us a story or two about, you know, because I know you guys had little challenges and things like this in your channel, in your stream, where you would accomplish this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, I mean, the Farm Sim community is great. It really is. I feel like it's more mature. you're not going to get a lot of trolls in there. And I didn't get a lot of trolls even when I was pulling in big numbers on Farm Sim. But you go to like the CS:GO communities, the H1Z1 communities. I even played in back on the PS3 NHL community, and it's just full of a lot of just like I like to call it age chat, cancer chats. Just like they just try to bring you down. They don't try to help out, all that stuff. It's all about the smack talking and all that stuff. Other than the actually helping it. I didn't find that in Farm Sim at all. Farm Sim was really relaxing. I loved it. I'm thinking about playing it some more, but I just wish the Giants could maybe like provide their own servers for a nominal fee instead of having to go through a third-party site for a private server and all that. I think that would really help them going forward.
Valley, that kind of brings me to a question here. That's a good point. Your favorite little buddy that happens to be a mutual buddy. DC wants to know.
Okay.
Would you make an epic return to Farm Sim 17 next year?
Farm Sim 7, I will definitely buy Farm Sim 17 as long as I'm still streaming. Like, you don't know what's going to happen from day to day. There's so many peaks and valleys in streaming and stuff. I mean, the thing I would tell people who are streamers who are trying to grow, and I'm still trying to grow because I'm not nearly as big as I want to be, and I don't want to be that 5,000 huge. That's not what I'm saying. I want to be 300-400 huge. There's ups and downs. Don't let your highs get too high and your lows get too low. You're like literally your viewership, and just be yourself and just you do you basically. That's what I'm gonna say. Do what you enjoy. Don't try to put on a fake show for the viewers because they'll be able to. Viewers, 95% of them are smart enough to read right through your or see right through you. Another 5% are DC and they're just dumb as rocks. So they don't know.
Right on. So, okay. Now, did you? I presume whenever you first got started with Farm Sim, you were playing the vanilla version, not necessarily including any modified files.
No mods yet. Nope. I believe I played the first two maps, the two maps that come with the game, and then we started going to the mods. When I first started, I played on easy, but then you had like $80 million, 12 tractors of everything. You own all the fields. That's no fun. Then I believe we went to a modded server and we went on hard, and that's when it really, like when you make $6,000 off a load, you got excited because you needed that money, and that's how I enjoyed playing it more than easy. Easy was too easy. Hard was fun because it actually took a lot of work to even be able to buy a field, upgrade a tractor, or whatever.
Okay. Well, can you describe the difference, but that you remember going from vanilla to the grand expansion that is modified Farm Sim?
Oh man, going to the mods, it's awesome because it gives you so much more out there. It gives you more content for free. However, when you're a streamer and you're trying to give people the mods and stuff so they can come join your server and stuff. That created a lot of headache because there's this one won't download, that one won't download, this one says it's corrupt, yada yada yada, and you're just like, well, I'm sorry, but I can't stop your stream. I can't stop my stream right now to personally help you. All I can do is give you this link, and so it's almost like a blessing and a curse in a way as a streamer. But in general, it is an awesome thing to have overall.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, we were talking about streaming, and I know that you know a little bit about the conception or inception of Twitch in general. Can you tell us a bit about that crowdfunding and your opinion of the current state of Twitch or this interactive form of entertainment, and and what you see as the direction you see it going and the direction you like to see it go.
Yeah, well, for some of you that don't know, Twitch used to be Justin TV, and before Justin TV, it was crowdsourced or crowdfunded. I believe, I'm not sure on these numbers, but I believe they asked for 32 or 35 million, and they got like triple that. So that's how Justin TV started. And in fact, I went to the TwitchCon convention a couple months ago in San Francisco, and I went to the panel that had the Twitch or the Justin TV called OGs on there, and it was cool listening to them convert from Justin TV when they were just one of the few hundred streamers to now they're up. I think they said they've had 1 million people try to stream on Twitch or something like that. I just wanted. I love how there's competition because I am a firm believer that competition creates better for everything, for all aspects. I think YouTube gaming is going to help push Twitch a little faster than maybe Twitch wanted to go, but that needs to go because the one thing is nowadays there's so much technology out there. You don't want people to get complacent with one product or anything, so you need to keep evolving or you're going to be left behind. And it's it's a great thing though. I mean, you told me 2 years ago I'd be streaming right now 6, 7, 8 hours a day, and making some money out of it. I would have told you you're full of crap. It's pretty awesome.
Valley, another quick question if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I think when you did the interview with Rat Pack, he kind of touched on something to this nature. It may be the exact same question, but I can't recall. The question is, if you could start over with your streaming, what would you do different, if anything?
What would I do different if I started over streaming? This is easy. I would definitely be a multi-game streamer. I streamed Battlefield for like the first 9 months of my stream, and you need to keep you're trying to get people to come to your stream no matter what game you play. It doesn't matter if you're playing Solitaire, League of Legends, whatever game you want to play as a streamer. You want your people to come there because they like you, not because they like the game necessarily. You'll get the people who enjoy the game, all that stuff, all the time. But you want to get that group of diehards. So I would definitely be switching games more often than I did at the beginning. That's for sure.
Right on, Valley. Now, we talked a little bit about the community. You've got all these different games, and I think you touched a little bit about a couple of other games where the gamers' interaction with each other and the chats and everything weren't all that friendly, and much more not friendly than anything.
That's saying it lightly. That's saying it lightly too.
Oh, okay. And and just for my own experience, I came from playing Arma 3, some of the life mods, Altus Life, where it's basically cutthroat. Everybody's out for themselves, and very likely, if anything, any interaction that you do have is going to be either taking advantage of somebody else or being taken advantage of. And I'll guarantee you get taken advantage of a couple of times, and that you turn into that cretin. But all of us here do stream. We all have our individual gaming experiences in communities, whether those were guilds, gaming clans, or whatever. And I'd love to hear from all of you guys, and then compare that to the Farm Sim 2015 community. Anybody? Teasing, I know you have some experience with your modding and things like this, and I don't know where you came from before you started playing Farm Sim.
I actually started with Farm Sim. I started with Farming Sim 13. I worked my way up through. I actually started late Farming Sim 13, about a month before Farming Sim 15 came out, and I played that and got myself into the modding community. I wanted to learn how to do stuff to kind of make the mods that I like to play with now. I just worked my way up. You earn trust of people. That's a major thing in the Farming Sim community. Your guys' perspective of the community might be a little different. But from my side of the community, there's a lot of immature people out there, for sure. There's also a lot of mature people, very generous people. It's a toxic mixture of both. And there's that little bubble in the middle where it's just you don't want to be. You either want to be over here or over here. You never want to be in the middle, and it's tough for the Farming Sim community, for modders, for people that enjoy the mods that the modders release. It's tough.
Okay. Now, Carl, I know you've been gaming for quite a while. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience?
Well, sure. Yeah, I like I say, I go all the way back to the late '60s on gaming, and I'm starting to feel like a fossil, really. But
elder.
Yeah, it doesn't mean an elder is more intelligent necessarily, but yeah, I just made more mistakes. But no, I've seen a lot of things change over the years, and The first real community type activity was being a member of a Diablo 3 community, and I have a lot of wonderful stories to share about that. There was a lot of good times, a lot of very long hours. We played 7 days a week for years, and you know, you develop a bond with people from all over the world. And, you know, and unfortunately, I mean, people do people things. You know, there were moments when maybe someone didn't see eye to eye, or if someone, you know, felt they wasn't being promoted properly within the community. So then you come up with a system, a rank system, and you agree to some ground rules, and you know, that's the best thing, is to always to lay a proper groundwork that is fair, that allows you the opportunity to earn as you go. And then that way, when this one's promoted or that one's promoted, very little is said. And also, leaders within a community have a great responsibility to make themselves available to members to not only resolve differences, but also just to research and development, you know, to always looking for ways to improve on whatever we're doing. Because there is a leaderboard factor, and some games demand a tremendous amount of competitive thinking, and a lot of people are pulled into that. I've kind of digressed from that side of the fence a little. I'm more into just the laid-back sims. The sim community for Farm Simulator has been, to me, the most rewarding. I've enjoyed it. I've had a wonderful time, and I just love meeting people and talking to them, and Twitch provides a great opportunity to do that. And you know, so I feel overall it's been a very positive experience.
Okay, good deal, good deal. And Sparring?
Sorry, I was talking to my chat. What was the question?
Your experience with gaming communities and in comparison to Farm Sim 2015?
I'm a little with TEASIING on it. You got your like really, really good guys, and then you got people they just want to do nothing but troll you for whatever reason. Just it's entertaining to them to be an idiot, I guess.
Well, how about the positive side of things?
Okay. Well, actually, I have a couple of open servers that I have that I bounce around the community for people if they want to work on it. As you guys know, that I play my farm sim on the hardest possible level, not just on hard mode. Like I run it only at 1 speed. I have it no hired worker, so you literally have to do everything manually. And a lot of people from your guys' streams, from different streams, they all jump in and throw out a hand for a couple hours. You know, mowing's a big thing because there's no mod for mowing, so it takes forever. Planting, everyone just kind of helps in or jumps in and helps out on different time zones and different big scales, which is really good.
Well, in comparison to other games that you've played and the communities there versus Farm Sim community, how would you equate that?
Well, for simulator games, you can't really compare it because it's a simulator. For other games, you know, the majority of them are PvP or run and guns. Farming Simulator is a community game, or a helping hand community.
I think that's it right there. The helping hands aspect of things.
Right. If you like for H1, you know, it's also a community game, but everyone's out to kill each other. With farming, you can't really go around killing each other. So.
Right. Top notch.
I'll make this short and sweet. My side of the community basically stems from the helping hand aspect that you just touched on. That's something I come from first-person shooters, mainly Battlefield 4, Frag Nation, MLG, tournaments, that kind of thing. The helping hand aspect of Farm Sim, you get to meet a lot of cool people. It's a whole lot less stressful than trying to play Battlefield in a tournament setting. So, to me, that is the best part of this community, and any community really, is when you can play together as a bunch of friends. So, Neff, I know we're short on time, buddy. I'll send it back to you. You can close us out.
Okay, well, and teasing, if you could bring up for screen share the group or two real quick. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys on Facebook. Facebook is one of my favorite social media opportunities to network with people. And the biggest community that you can find on Facebook is the Farming Simulator. I believe this is the official Farming Simulator 2015 community page. It's the group, and it's 500,000 people just about that have liked this and who have basically started interacting there. And you're going to find there's a lot of really good. It's a great network for information. If you have any questions, you've got a lot of people that go there daily, and you'll be able to, possibly make some new friends. Now, teasing, I think you had a couple.
There's a couple pages on Facebook here. Many of them are secret or private. That once again goes back to the modding community, just the way it is. A lot of people, it's all about trust. That's really what it is. But there's various communities. People get together, talk about mods, help each other out. This is an example. This is another example. There's so many communities that are out there.
Can you name those real quick
for people? We got this one is Farming Simulator Technic Mods. I'm not sure what the rest of the title is there, but this is I guess a closed group, it says, so you have to ask for permission. A lot of these groups, you need permission or you need to be invited. So I guess knowing people helps, getting to know people helps, trusting people, getting people to trust you. It's the big thing in Farming Sim mods. It's mainly trust. This one here is LELC Modding. I think this group is a little quieter than the rest. I guess they do post stuff. No, that one's closed. And this one is Ohio Coal Rollers Modding. This is a secret group. So this one you actually have to be invited to. Various groups will share various mods amongst the group. However, there have been lately a few breaking of those rules. So we haven't, it's kind of just been like I said with the toxic, that's where it is. It's all the sharing mods and stuff. It's very touchy subject, very touchy.
So, and just like anything else, you've got the good, bad, and the ugly. So you're just not going to be able to get away from that. Again, hey, Valley Beast, thank you so much for being here with us. It's been a pleasure getting to know you a little bit more, and we're definitely looking forward to seeing you. I know there's a lot of people that are yearning to see you do some more potato harvesting and whatnot. But
yeah, I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes. We'll see. Stay tuned. Follow me, and we'll see.
All right. Thank you very much, Valley.
Thanks, guys.
For being here. Top-notch killers, LRC Unsparing, Teasing, and Cousin Carl. And, of course, I am NefariousGains. Thank you all for tuning in to watch, and look out for our next podcast.